the clock ticking down until the racing gets underway here in Mexico City. So I guess I'll take it
about a minute. Oh.
Here we go. Okay, 5 red lights, and we're about to go racing here in Mexico City. It's round 7. We're away. B-Tom leads the field. Has a great start, though. The Williams is going to go side by side down to these two.
Looks like Mango's a little bit ahead. Mango's going to be a little bit ahead, and he has the inside line. As Mango takes the lead of the race. And it looks like
clean start.
BXT jumped IRT as well.
There's a Sauber, Konami down the order now, and Fake as well. So 2 drivers off the track a little bit, but Mango with a fly.
And that looks like Tombini Gazzini goes straight on, loses his front wing into the runoff area, as that will probably be a retirement, I imagine. And we get a virtual safety car as everyone slows down.
What happened there for the McLaren? That was really weird. It looked like he just had no brakes at all, honestly. Right now he's stopped in the middle of the track. I have no idea what's going on here with the McLaren.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to retire or what. Let's actually look down at what's going on with him. Yeah, he is driving away now. Looks like he's probably just going to pit for a new front wing if he doesn't retire.
Yeah, I think you're correct. So I'm not sure.
Our 6 runner Charisma, I think, got either a 3 or 5 second time penalty for his collision.
Yep, you're right. Well, the VSC is about to end, I believe. Mango is going to field once again. Thankfully, no safety car. We can get racing back underway in just a second here. Konami into the pit lane after the damage start of the race for him, but otherwise seems to be a pretty clean start to the pretty good, especially considering
as it looks like the virtual safety car ends and we are green flag.
You are correct, yeah, and B-Tom still staying behind Mango here, so the top 5 stay the way they were.
He's got to worry about that Aston Martin on his tail now, though. As BXT looks like he's definitely trying to go for a move here soon. He rocketed it around IRT Ferrari Pro in the turn 1 and 2.
He did, yeah. This is getting really, really close.
IRT
Ferrari Pro
is only 1.8 tenths off of BXT, as BXT is letting B-Tom drive away from him a little bit.
Ferrari Pro might make the move.
Yeah, especially going down the pit straight.
True. So, I just noticed that there's a little bit of a gap starting to form between the top 6 and the rest of the field. Jamie, 1 second now, so he's lost DRS.
Charisma obviously trying to pull a 3-second gap on whoever's behind him so he can keep his position here. As it looks like there's going to be some jostling up front. B-Tom, I think, would alongside with Mango. Their interval came down extremely low. Fortunately, I didn't see it.
B-Tom has the DRS, but he's going to stay right behind Mango, so going to defend against BXT, who's right on the back of the Ferrari here. This is getting really intense.
Really chomping at the bit to get around him here. Not wanting to stay in this dirty air.
Also want to point out that Sir Charles has made it up to 8th position and is now chasing down Jamie for 7th. So Charles, a great start to this race. Watch Ferrari Pro though, Cairo. He's right on the back of BXT. Ferrari Pro might be going for a move
here.
Yep.
And he's just a little too far back to send it into that corner as they're going through the city section. And now onto the main straight, as it looks like Jamie gets a 3-second time penalty for probably track limits. And Spinella King sets our new fastest lap at 1:16.25.
Look at B-Tom. He's going for the move on Mango. He gets past the Williams. So Mango's going to slip down the order just a little bit. Is he going to defend against BXT?
Yeah, BXT has a really great run here. I mean, he is super close on the gaps. Really, these top 4 are just, top 5 even, are just packed together at this point.
My thoughts exactly. You're 100% correct there. And
as X-Mango practically puts his front wing in the rear wing of B-Tom going through that turn. He is so close at this point.
Really is, yeah. This is working out great for Mango right now. He's just kind of chilling as B Tom continues to lead away. Also, Cairo, just want to point this out to you. Charisma, who's the Haas in sixth, is on hard tires. So that's interesting that he's able to keep up with these guys, and he's actually doing a really good job. So watch out for Charisma. I think he could be in the fight. Oh, look at Ferrari Pro. He's got ahead of BST. Did you see that move from Ferrari Pro? I didn't catch it.
I did not. I was changing the tires on the overlay. So it looks like we actually have Charisma and Kendricks, Fight Me Now Bot, and Ozen Isaac are all on hards here.
Does seem
looks
the case.
Like almost went through wide through turn one there, but everyone's just jostling for position up in the top.
Oh, virtual
four.
safety car.
Oh, must have. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like maybe the Salver?
Oh, BXT. I think it might have been BXT. He's down the order to sixth.
Yeah, no, it definitely was BXT. That is unfortunate. He was running a great race up in third.
He was. Thankfully, he's still in the fight, still in the battle for P1 at the moment. He's only on positions, and Charisma's on the hard, so BXT should get past him quite quickly. Oh, Sir Charles, drive-through penalty.
Speeding under virtual safety car, you gotta look at that delta on your screen. You cannot go over that for any period of time without getting a penalty.
You are correct. Yeah, it seems that Charles will have to come into the pit lane quite soon to serve that drive.
And is that a green flag going into Sector 1? As Tambini Guazzini gets a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, as does LSR Straigting with a 3-second time penalty.
Oh. So Tambini just completely crashed in,
and it looks like B-Tom has overtaken Mango at the end of the straight. And there's a virtual safety, or there's a full-on safety car at this point.
So just want to point out real quickly, that's going to be a penalty for Tambini. Intentionally crashed and tried to cause a safety car on this race, so that's definitely something that he'll get a penalty for that for sure.
Out Fake Mono, or not Fake Mono, BXT was running up in third, I think.
I believe you're correct. So yeah, that driver will definitely get a penalty for whatever happened there. But virtual safety car back on track, as you said.
Someone in chat said, I'll have a large plate of the Tambini Guazzini, and I think I'll have to agree with them. Is the safety car actually out, or are they going to get behind it on the pit straight here? As Tambini Guazzini has DNF'd.
Yep, I believe so. Yeah, he crashed in the pit lane. His tire came off, and
yes. Probably a black flag. Oh, as B-Tom, our race leader, is pitting on lap 6 under safety car.
Actually, everybody's pitting. Most everybody's pitting.
Does Mango and Ferrari and Spinella and BXT. Pretty much everyone here in our top 10, almost the entire grid here, is pitting. As our overall race leader, B-Tom, is coming out of the pits after a relatively good pit stop. And yeah, Charisma, all by his lonesome. Just him and his 3-second time penalty out there on track with the safety car.
So that's an interesting call from Charisma now to stay out on those hards. I mean, it kind of has worked out for him. He's just got to make sure Tom and Mango right behind. Okay, so On lap 7, safety car comes out due to the collision of Tabini. Tabini will definitely be getting a major penalty for that, just to be clear. I will look into it and see what happened exactly, but this is an interesting strategy call from... Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about Charisma?
Did everyone switch to hards here? I assume. Let me check.
Yeah, it seems that everyone switched to hards.
Although Kendrick's actually switched to mediums, yeah.
Yeah. And Fight Me Now bot is back in the fight now after quite some time. Oh, and Lofty comes into the pits and retires. That's interesting. Wonder why that's the case.
Charisma on 7 laps, old hards leading this. Our overall race leader is B-Tom, and I honestly imagine he'll probably overtake Charisma pretty soon after the safety car comes in. Did Lofty have a 10-second penalty?
I believe he did.
Or was that Tabini? I think that might have been Tabini. So yeah, we have 2 retirees at this point, the Alpine of Lofty Pickle and the McLaren of Tabini Guazzini. As hopefully this safety car ends soon and we can get some racing going.
Yeah, just about. I'd say once the Alpine catches... Oh wait, no, that Alpine is retired.
Yeah, it looks like everyone is pretty much within a second of everyone at this point. So Haas right now running really good in the points. They have one of their cars in first and their second car in fourth, and the safety car is in this lap. As everyone is just trying to heat up their tires as best they can.
I'm just going to quickly see if I can get Ozan back in the session. It seems that he's left. I guess, can you take over the safety car, restart Y? Quickly get
of course.
The Alpine in? Okay, great, thank you.
As we'll ride on board with B-Tom for the safety car restart here, is it's going to be a green flag once they come through the straight, I think. Yep, and that is green flag. B-Tom looking to maybe send it around the outside into turn 1, but maybe just too far back. As Mango goes down the inside of B-Tom and follows Charisma's slipstream to get around him. As B-Tom maybe going to overtake them both. As Charisma and Mango fight for the lead, B-Tom is going to say thank you very much and just drive around the outside while they slow each other down. That is the easiest overtake of this man's life. As Charisma and IRT, the 2 Ferraris, fighting a little bit as the AlphaTauri makes contact with one of the Haas's.
Yeah, I just saw that. That was a very, very interesting situation for sure, but B-Tom really got helped out by...
As they've already pulled a 1-second gap from Charisma with his older tires, he just does not have the pace to keep up with these front runners right now.
Right.
As Mango is just on his rear wing. And still IRT Ferrari just keeping it with them. And it's crazy to have so many people up here in the top 10 just packed right next to each other. And DRS will be enabled in the next DRS zone. So we'll probably... Oh, is Ferrari going to try and go around Mango? He's trying to, but Mango moves to the inside for a defensive move. And he just can't get it done, maybe too far back. As BXT overtakes Charisma for 4th, as it seems like Charisma is kind of just a rolling roadblock right now, dropping down the order on his older tires.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, viewers, I had to quickly in one of our drivers in to make sure that he's able to get back into the race. Oh!
So, do you think that safety car... Wait, is there another safety car? Or is that just
No, I don't think there's another one. I don't think there's another one.
Unfortunately,
I think we're good.
It is not going away off my UI.
Oh, it might be a little bit of glitch. That's probably the EA. Yeah, right now there doesn't seem to be any safety car on at the moment. B-Tom continues to lead away as Mango looking to re-overtake the Ferrari. This is getting really close.
Fight Me Now
three are
bot
separated by
gets a
just
3-second
about 2
time
tenths.
penalty. Yeah, it's BXT about 1.1 seconds, but he gets within DRS range, I think, just before the detection point. As he drops out of it, I think so. So I do not think BXT will get DRS here, as he does not. The Williams and the Haas... Or no, he does, actually. So he is within DRS range now, and he's just going to reel him in on this pit straight, and then he's going to be in the fight. Which is really good for BXT.
Correct.
As Mango overtakes B-Tom going into turn 1, I think we're going to see a lot of that, of just DRS overtakes into turn 1 here.
Honestly, I'm not surprised that Mango got past. I mean, like you said, we're going to see a lot of it.
B-Tom kind of got a disadvantage right there, as Mango in front of him and IRT, Ferrari behind him, both got DRS, but he did not.
Ooh, a little bit of contact further down the order, just a tiny bit. Jamie and Kendricks. Konami now moving up ahead of Kendrick. Sauber's back into the top 9 now.
Fake
Charisma
Mono.
off the track.
That's
a
Charisma
spin.
has full-on spun, unfortunately, as he tumbles down the order into 12th. You hate to see it. Man was just leading the race a couple laps ago. As everyone looks like they're getting pretty good runs down the pit straight. Might get some overtakes here under DRS. As it seems like this top 4 is just pulling away from the people below them. Spinella King 1.8 seconds behind after overtaking Fake Mono for 5th. It looks like Ozan has retired, as well as Charisma.
I'm curious to know why Charisma has retired, considering that he wasn't too far down the order. I wonder why. But, yeah. Anyway, moving on. B-Tom and Mango continue to be out in the front with RT, Ferrari Pro, and BXT, the top 4, very close together right now. And then Spinella Keen's got Fake right behind, so that the position for 5th could change, right?
Oh, 100%. I mean, Spinella just overtook him a couple corners ago. He could definitely come back at him on the pit straight. I mean, that's just one of these, being in 5th right now is actually one of the worst positions to be in, because you have the people on the DRS behind you, but you do not have DRS in front of you. So whoever's in that 5th position is probably just going to lose it to whoever's behind them going into the pit straight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
As it looks like that's about to happen, as Spinella King has DRS on, or Fake Mono has DRS, and just breezes past him going into turn 1. And Fake Mono is now ahead in 5th. But honestly, I imagine that's just going to happen back and forth, back and forth. It honestly may be better for them to not fight each other and just try and push and get DRS, because them fighting each other has dropped them back to almost 2.5 seconds behind 4th place. As Fake Mono actually putting in the moves right now, bringing it back to 1.6. 1.5 now. He's honestly flying this lap compared to the top 4.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's up there. He's flying.
X-Mango barely ekes out an over 1 second gap from BXT, trying to just pull him out of that DRS. But X-Mango still just all over the rear end of B-Tom. As Fake Mono is almost already within a second. They're almost within DRS. I mean, it's almost like they listened to what we said about not fighting. As Mango gonna go alongside B-Tom into turn 1, and he is going to end up ahead under DRS.
All right, so this battle for it was a battle for the top 4. Now it's a battle for the top 6. Because Fake is now 1.1. So that's a lot of time that he catched up there.
Well, okay. Let's look at IRT's gap. Is it that Fake Mono is catching up, or is IRT dropping back? Because IRT now has 1.5 second gap to BXT. So he was just on him. So if you add those together, that would be the same gap as what Fake Mono had earlier. So it looks like, unfortunately, Fake Mono has actually not progressed. It's just IRT is going slower. But still, DRS is DRS.
True, but you make a good point there. I mean, that is interesting that Ferrari Pro has dropped back a little bit. I didn't even think about that. So Fake is now catching up to this pack, and I think the gap is 1.5 seconds to Ferrari Pro. So
might make a move on Fake Mono going into the... But it looks like B-Tom is probably... Yep, B-Tom sails around Mango going into turn 1. And Spinella King also sails around Fake Mono, as just the people with DRS or the people without DRS can just do nothing to defend on the main straights here.
Right, it's just a constant like back and forth kind of thing. The switch is inevitable between Mango and B. The question is kind of how their strategy is going to play out, because while they're fighting, BXT is just saving ERS here. But I got to mention as well, B-Tom doing an absolutely amazing job to do the same. He's got 75% ERS in that Ferrari. So B-Tom doing a splendid job to not just get ahead of Mango, but be able to have the ability to stay ahead of Mango, which is very, very crucial for this race, especially with like a long way to go, I guess.
Mango is under 50% ERS, while B-Tom is almost in the green. So I imagine they're probably going to use their batteries pretty aggressively down the straight, as B-Tom puts his overtake on, as well as Mango. Mango gets his DRS open, and neither of them have overtake now, including B-Tom, and Mango is just going to... I mean, you just see how easy it is with DRS. He just sails around him, as Spinella and Fake Mono keep in the same position. Although IRT Ferrari is struggling extremely bad. He's now within a second of 5th place, and he is 2.5 seconds behind 3rd. So IRT's pace has just fallen off a cliff here, unfortunately.
For sure. Yeah, I completely agree as well. I think those tires are not... I mean, you would think that the hards would last quite a while, but honestly, I feel like the tires are so different here at the Mexico City Grand Prix, or at least the Hermanos Rodriguez circuit, compared to other circuits. It's just a very different type of
and we already had drivers earlier complaining about track temp and tire temp during qualifying, so it makes sense they might struggle with a little bit of wear in the race.
Oh yeah, for sure. I completely agree with you. Well, we'll see, I guess. Mango now with the fastest lap, 0.84.
Yeah, in the clean air, he just stretches his legs a little bit, as Spinella now has DRS on Ferrari Pro, so it looks like he might sail around them. No, he's just too far back going into turn 1, but he will probably get him next lap at this point, because, or maybe even just at some point throughout this lap, because, I mean, look at that gap forming from Ferrari. He is 3.2 seconds. I mean, he is almost losing a second a lap to 3rd position here. He was at 2.3 last lap, and now he's at 3.3. So he is very much struggling with these hard tires right now.
Oh yeah, I mean these hards are not working out right now, and Spinella King's right behind IRT.
It
Ferrari
just seems
Pro
like that
now.
safety car might have compromised his strategy, and he just had to go for a tire he wasn't comfortable with in order to stay with everyone else. As, I mean, look at how close they go through the fan stands going into the pit straight. Everyone just, I mean, less than a second between the top 3.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
And
I mean, you can tell it's been
sailing around Mango with DRS.
Watch BXT. BXT gonna get past
also
Mango
gets
too.
around Mango. Yeah, that is very much unfortunate. As let's see what happens with IRT and Spinella as they just stay in their order. So yeah, that is
Fake
very
right
unfortunate
well.
from Mango. Goes from 1st to 3rd in one turn.
Yeah, you know, that's interesting, because I was thinking throughout this race, we've seen the battle for the P1 really been a swap between Mango and Bitum. Cairo, we were talking about this earlier, that they've been swapping back and forth, but here, there's a little bit of a difference. BXT has joined the party and is now mixed up the order. He's trying to show everybody, he's trying to show Mango and Bitum that, hey, I'm not just the third wheel in this situation here. I'm here to fight and I'm here to win. I'm here to take the fight to both of you and win this race. And look at BXT. He has been able to kind of just sit behind these two and not degrade his tires too much. And I feel that Bitum and Mango, they've compromised themselves on tire strategy because BXT has better tires and is looking really strong right now, as proven by him getting past Mango and now right on the back.
They go side by side into turn 1, and Spinella King is comfortably ahead of IRT Ferrari in 4th position.
Yes, you are correct.
And BXT is, I mean, massive recovery drive as he got spun before a safety car came out, right? He tumbled down the order. We're not sure what happened. Some sort of incident that caused a VSC, I think.
Yeah,
and
this
is now back up in the second. And, I mean, it looks like he is, I mean, not necessarily that they're not super close, but, I mean, he's pulled almost 8/10 a gap on Mango. I don't think I've seen that above 4 in the last couple laps.
Yeah, it's been a major recovery drive from BXT, and I gotta hand it to him. He's done an amazing job here.
So, it looks like Fake Mono also got around IRT Ferrari at some point during this lap. So both Fake Mono and Spinella King are up into 4th and 5th, with Ferrari Pro down into 6th position. As BXT takes the lead of the race from B-Tom going down the main straight.
Yeah, BXT is absolutely flying right now. 16 laps remaining. Mexican Grand Prix, and BXT is in the lead. I had a good feeling about BXT in qualifying. I was thinking, this guy, he's looking for a win here, and he's now in the lead of this race. He's worked out his strategy really, really well, and he's just got to make sure he keeps ahead of B-Tom, because we know that
would this be
some
his
of the fastest
first
drivers here.
Would this be his first Grand Prix victory here?
You know, I think it would be. I think it would be his first Grand Prix. You know, I'm going to quickly check that and make sure.
As Fake Mono gets a 3-second time penalty, that is actually a massive penalty considering he has Spinella King and IRT within a second of him. So right now, this would put him down into 6th.
You are correct. Yeah, so that's interesting how that's all worked out. And also, sorry to just take away my conversation from this whole thing, but I was just looking at the previous races, and I believe this would be BXT's first race win. But he's not in the race lead right now, though. Yep, B-Tom back in the lead of the race.
As Mango is over a second back at this point, and just breaks within a second now.
I wonder if Mango has ruined his tires at this point. I wonder if him fighting with B-Tom at the kind of set him back, and now these two are starting to get ahead. I wonder if that's what's going on.
Yeah, I wonder. As, I mean, these guys, not that the hards aren't capable of making it, but what, these guys pitted on lap, like, 8 or 9? And they're trying to take these hards all the way. So we definitely might see some people's paces start to fall off as their tires start to wear. As B-Tom has pulled an almost 1-second gap from BXT out in front. And BXT has Mango right on him. As it looks like BXT is just going to get DRS, though. I'm not sure, actually, if he got it.
I don't think he did.
No, he did. He did.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Just barely eked it out. Was literally at like a 0.95 going into the detection zone.
You're right. Yeah, it was really, really close.
Oh, as Fake Mono makes the overtake on Spinella King. So these top 3 are all very close, but the 4th to 6th are all also tucked in a little pack. So we have 2 little packs of 3 in our top 6. as really like the win is anyone's game right now between BTOM, BXT, and X Mango, and fourth position could really go anyone's way at this point between Fake Mono, Spinella King, and IRT Ferrari. As Ferrari, although he struggled to keep up with the pace of the front runners, he has no such struggles keeping up with Spinella King and Fake Mono. And Fake Mono does have a 3-second time penalty. So if he cannot pull a gap, he is going to be in 6th place right now.
Right. Well, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be very interesting to see how the rest of the race turns out. I think, Cairo, we're just over 10 or so laps remaining of Mango now. Cut myself
Going
off
side
there,
by
though,
side. They both have DRS. And
Mango's going to slot in between.
Or Mango, yeah, gets it ahead as Spinella King overtakes IRT Ferrari. Pretty much the only overtaking point right now has been, as it looks like LSR Stratting LSR Stratting, I think, spun. Or no, he pitted and sped in the pit lane. So that is a 10-second penalty, perhaps a retirement. I'm not sure. As he has 16 seconds of penalties, which actually, surprisingly, would not put him in last place.
You're right. I believe that's correct. Oh, sorry. Hold on a second. I'm going to cut myself off again because there's a move. Fake has got ahead of Ferrari Pro into 5th. So Aston Martin now have 2 cars in the top 5 here. This is pretty impressive stuff. Ferrari Pro, though, is right behind Fake and Spinella King there in the Visa Cash App RB or whatever they're called nowadays.
Yeah, I still call it the AlphaTauri.
That's a better name than what they have right now.
As it looks like maybe a move for the lead, not sure. Nah, he's just... Oh, no, he goes alongside into turn 1, and that is X Mango back up into the lead as IRT Ferrari tried to go alongside with Fake Mono, but just cannot get it ahead into turn 1. As BTOM is practically on the rear end of Mango right here. As it looked like BXT was trying to go for a move, but just there's no space there to put 2 cars. So he wisely backed out of that. As Fake Mono right on Spinella King's tail. I mean, really, a lot of this is just going to come down to just conscious forethought of trying to tuck into the DRS on the second to last lap and get that overtake. Because being ahead here, obviously the clean air is really good. But right now, BTOM would be in a better position to win the race being behind Mango because he's going to get such a good DRS run down the main straight. So they're pretty much just going to jostle position almost every lap for this number 1 position, and then it's just going to be whoever is there at the end.
Yep, I completely agree. It's going to be a really intense...
As BTOM, yeah, I mean, again, just literally trading positions every single lap at this point. As Fake Mono gets the move done on Spinella King back up into 4th place, but unfortunately for him, it doesn't seem like there's anything he can do to not get demoted down to 6th place after that penalty because he just could not pull a gap here. The DRS is too powerful.
Also, I was going to ask real quickly, Cairo, do you think that we could see another pit stop from these guys? Do you think they can make it to the end? 18 laps at the moment. So we got Yep, I see your point, and I completely agree. I think it's definitely going to be the same. Oh, hold on a second. Move happening for P4 Fake. They're almost going 3 wide, actually. They're going to go 3 wide down to turn. It seems. Nope. Okay, they're good. Fake is going to get ahead. Oh yeah, for sure. I think you're completely right. I mean, they're the only team besides Williams that have 2 cars in this race. But Williams, one of their cars is down in 9th, and Aston have 2 cars in the top 10. If they can just get home with a solid amount of points, I think that'd be really good. So Rick or R Stratting is up into 9th now, ahead of Kendrick. And by the way, viewers, these two are Group 2 racers as well. So they're reserving today in Group 1, and they're... Oh yeah, you're right. Is he going to overtake Ferrari Pro too? Right. Yeah, I completely agree. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That is interesting. Well, I mean, we'll see if the slipstream becomes I mean, it has been a factor throughout the race, but I think it's going to decide the race win, honestly. Oh, okay. This battle is absolutely legendary. BXT down the inside in the Aston Martin. B-Tom's gonna defend well, though. The champion is side by side Aston Martin as Mango gets in the fight as well. This is, guys, here we go. They're still side by side. Oh, B-Tom off the track. B-Tom's off the track, safety car. What happened there? I don't think so. What happened? This is gonna change. Yeah, I think he went into the wall. I'm gonna look back and see exactly. You are correct. Yeah, Mango, everyone's in the pit for what seems soft tires. BXT is going to take the lead. This has completely changed the order now. I think B-Tom and Mango made contact. Thankfully, B-Tom is still in this race, still in the fight, but that's definitely going to hurt him. But I want to know what happened there between Mango and B-Tom. It seems that there was a little bit of contact. Oh, you're right. Did he not change over? No. Or did he not have softs? I mean, either or. This has not worked out for BXT. Mango could be winning this race, or Spinala King. Spinala King and Ferrari Pro could be winning this race too. They're on softs. Yeah, this is very, very interesting for sure. If
yeah, this might be catastrophic for BXT here, putting on the hards.
If I don't know what happened there. BXT might have changed to the softs and then the game accidentally put on.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Neither am I. Yeah, this is chaotic though. That's one thing's for certain is that BXT is likely going to lose this win.
Yeah, no, looking highly unlikely now with hard tires.
if BXT is going to win this race at all, he has to warm up those hards, like, almost constantly throughout this lap. Because those hards are going to be so cold at the start. Mango's just going to have a really, really good run.
Yeah.
And then you got to watch out for the two behind.
Regardless of, even if they had the same tire, the people behind him would still have the advantage from DRS. But now, them having DRS on him and him not having any type of real tire to compete with here, it's going to be brutal. He's going to really have to get his elbows out if he's going to want to keep this position. As it looks like Kendricks and LSR Strading did not pit. Kendricks on 22-lap old mediums. LS Strading had pitted earlier because I think he maybe took off his wing. So he was on 7-lap old
so, yeah.
And I'm not sure if this is just a graphical error, but the Sauber of TTV looks like he has 2-lap old mediums. So I'm not sure if that is a error or if he actually pitted a lap before the safety car came out. That would have been very unlucky if that is what happened.
Honestly, I feel like probably what happened with TTV is because it also says that is that he either pit before, like you mentioned, or he already ran the mediums at the very early stage and pit onto another tire, and then it's putting on that old tire again. That's possibly what happened there.
So our second through fourth is running all soft with Fake Mono and B-Tom both on mediums. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure why anyone would be running anything other than the soft right here unless they just have crazy bad tire wear, like only 9 laps or something.
Well, I mean, I could definitely see, like, maybe mediums. Like, I could see a driver, like, going, like, okay, tire wear is so extreme here, and we just got to go for the mediums. I mean, I'd probably do in Group 2. But
yeah, but I mean, depending
BXT,
on how long the safety car is out, there could be as little as 4 laps left in this race of actual racing.
True. Yeah, I mean, like, there's not really a point to go on to another tire besides soft. I don't see it. So, I mean, BXT, it has to be some sort of mistake from the Aston Martin, and now he's got to warm up those tires like crazy. Meanwhile, Ferrari's in the pits.
Weaving down the main straight very aggressively.
Yep. Charles and Kendricks into the pits. So Charles is going to pit onto the softs. Kendricks is going to do the same. So both will come out and should rejoin the pack fairly. And then we'll get this race back underway. But chaos in the final moments there. B-Tom and Mango, it's made a little bit of contact. Going to be interesting to see how that kind of worked out. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, B-Tom going to try and just make as hard of a recovery drive as he can here. He obviously has the pace. I mean, potentially a podium. I mean, realistically, he could get an overtake a lap here under DRS down the main straight.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, this could... We've seen for B-Tom, just a quick note here, in the past, I think it was Britain, or one of those races. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
So we are waiting on Kendricks, I think. Is it waiting for him to get to the back of the pack before the safety car goes in? Because he is 12
Correct,
seconds off the Ferrari.
So we're waiting for Kendricks, I believe. He's just about to come to the pack, so he should join. But one quick note on B-Tom. In the past, he has went down the order, and then he was able to just get back into the pack and be able to... Yeah, and B-Tom should be able to get back into the pack. That's what I'm...
BXT massively weaving as Mango just ominously goes straight on behind him.
Yeah, Mango is waiting for this. He knows that BXT is on the hards and he can get a win here.
I mean, and really, but this could be anyone's game right here. I mean, Spinella or IRT could really do anything here.
Well, here we go. 5 laps remain. BXT goes here in Mexico. Round 7 in Group 1. Can Mango get the jump and get ahead? He's dumping the ERS, trying to use the slipstream to his advantage. Mango gonna look for the move on BXT, heading down into... He's gonna do it. Down the inside.
He's gonna outbreak him. And that is...
And he got it.
Cleanly down the inside. Immediately into the lead in turn 1. That is heartbreaking for BXT.
Inevitable, though. It really is inevitable. Mango Second Grand Prix. Banana King is right on the back of B-Tom in this fight is attacked further down the order. Sir Charles.
A little bit.
Oh, am I cutting out?
Yeah, a little bit. Alright, it's better now.
Okay. Hopefully you can still hear me.
Spinella King and Spinella King really trying to get around BXT here, but he's just too far back. Doesn't have the pace, even with the soft tires, it seems like. Although, really, what I'm interested in is IRT Ferrari. I mean, he was up in the top 4, top 3, almost the entire race, and then just randomly fell almost 3 seconds off the pace and was down in as low as 6th position. So, I mean, really, this could be a massive recovery drive for him here as X-Mango sets a new fastest lap. I think that's almost a second faster than our previous fastest lap, as he just sets a absolutely blazing time with those soft tires.
Yeah, he does. He's absolutely fine right now. But I do also want to keep an eye on. That is that if Mango did get involved in the incident with B-Tom, there's a possibility that Mango gets a penalty from this. And Mango eventually doesn't win this race. So there's a very good possibility that BXT still wins if he comes second. Oh,
gets another 3 seconds of time penalty as he's ghosted.
B-Tom's up to 4th.
Yeah, B-Tom is up to 4th. He looks like he has gotten an overtake a lap here, like I was saying earlier, with those medium tires. And I mean, it looks like Spinella King already almost a 1 second gap off of BXT. I mean, even with those soft tires, BXT is just in a league of his own.
Oh, Ferrari Pro 3 second time penalty there. I saw that happen.
Oh, he's down into 7th.
Yeah, there was a little bit of contact, I think, like that, but he's now going to try and re-overtake
Fake Mono, because both of them got penalties.
I think you're right.
With DRS, they go side by side into turn 1 as Mono defending a little aggressive. What is going on here with Mono? A little bit aggressive as, oh man, unfortunately, we missed it. BXT has taken the lead of the race from X-Mango while we were watching that battle between Ferrari Pro and Fake Mono.
So there's a swap there. Yeah, 3 laps to go.
I mean, again, even with the tire diff here, just that DRS down the main straight of Mexico is just too powerful. It is so powerful.
Yeah, no matter the tires. You said it perfectly there, and I think EXT just used that to his advantage.
I wonder if the DRS here is also particularly strong because the air density in Mexico is very low because it is very high in altitude in Mexico City.
Right.
So the DRS is particularly powerful around here as there's literally just less air that you have to displace.
I think you're 100% correct there, and I think that I'm almost certain that that's the case after you explained it now. But back over to Mango. Mango is right on the back of BXT. I think we could see a move potentially for the win. This could be it, viewers.
Yeah.
Mango
lap 35.
is right on the back.
This move here into turn 1 really could determine the finishing order, as it looks like they're going to go too wide behind him, and X-Mango just stays tucked in. He was a little bit too far back, unfortunately, as Kendricks overtakes Sir Charles for number 8th.
Meanwhile, TTV Konami is now up to P3. Sauber in the top 3. What a recovery from him.
Sauber podium if he can keep B-Tom behind, which it seems like he might be able to, depending on how the DRS train goes.
You know, and Kyra, I was just thinking as well, not just a podium for Sauber, but potentially a race win. Konami is in the fight here. If this all goes to plan, Sauber...
Yeah, Sauber could totally pick up a win here. It would be very, very impressive if they managed to. Let's see what mission changes everyone here has. So BXT has overtaken 3 people for first place. X-Mango started second, is still second. B-Tom started, was he first, or was B-Tom on pole?
First, I believe.
Yeah,
he was on pole, I think.
Pole, now down to 4th as we start the last lap of the Mexican Grand Prix, as X-Mango has DRS and is going to try and make a move down the inside of BXT, and he makes it stick. And that'll probably stay like that.
It probably will.
TTV Konami trying to overtake BXT potentially going to send it on this DRS. Yup, goes for the outside move and goes alongside him, and they're alongside. BXT just pulls more momentum through that corner, keeps it clean, and stays ahead. That was some masterful defensive positioning. But TTV comes back at him on the inside. But
he's gonna do it.
And
he
drove around side him with the soft tires, and that just shows the difference in mechanical grip between in those low speed turns. Under DRS.
He's gonna go for it.
He's going for the lead.
For the win!
He's around the outside! Oh my god! And Mango lost the position to B-Tom! And B-Tom and Mango spin! Going onto the straight. TTV Konami is going to win the Mexican Grand Prix! He does it! He gets a win for Sauber with BXT behind him and B-Tom recovering to a podium position with X-Mango in 4th. Absolute chaos going into the final couple turns. That was insane.
Absolutely shocking. I told you that Sauber had a good...
That was insane.
Win. Konami takes it. Wow. Absolute bravery.
Insane. I don't think I've ever seen a finish like that. That was insane.
That was incredible. I cannot believe that actually happened.
What a drive. That is insane.
What just happened here in Mexico?
I'm honestly not sure, man. I'm honestly not sure anymore. Man.
Wow.
As people in chat are saying that the Sauber driver may potentially get a penalty, but I'm not sure. As drivers are complaining about the back markers making the safety car go longer, unfortunately messing up their strats. So yeah, TTV Konami wins the Mexican Grand Prix from 5th position. And let's go down the grid order after the penalties have all been applied. So TTV Konami's first, BXT takes 2nd, B-Tom in 3rd, X-Mango 4th, Spinella King 5th, IRT Ferrari Pro 6th, Sir Charles 7th. Fake Mono unfortunately gets demoted all the way to 8th after his 6-second time penalty. Kendrick's number 9, LS Stratting number 10, Jamie XX number 11, Charisma number 12th, and I think the rest DNF'd.